Hello, welcome back to EVE Online. So in the last one we ran Infiltrated Outpost, the rogue drone mission that I talked about a while ago. This one, we spoke it into existence. Worlds collide. We're gonna have to go in, pick up 20 ship crew members. We're gonna be in Hakshma. There is a bit of a thing, different thing, as I guess you could say, to this mission. So when we get in there, I will go over that. Oh, what is this? Is a paladin? There is another paladin. Look at that. Got the Blood Raider skin on it. Very nice. Alright. But let's see, where's he flying to? Could we be going to the same place? Potentially. I always think it's kind of cool when you get in the same bubble as a random player on your warp. All right. Yep, Paladin on the same spot. That's cool. Alright, go ahead and warp to location. We are definitely going to be doing optimal range, because they are way out there. But like I said, go over that once we get in the mission. Kind of cool. That's also why we have Zivakoki's hacker card. So this is where this item from Zor comes into play, is the hacker card. All right. So we have two gates. There is an angel side. We're not going that way. So there are angels. So the Macarial, and then there are the Sancha side. For our terms, we're going to do the Sancha side. A little bit easier, mainly because the angels, they get up under you really fast, and it just gets kind of annoying. The Sancha, obviously, we are damaged to them, so it'll be easier on that end. We will go ahead and start locking them up, though. There we go. Should be just about all of them. Unfortunately, we're not going to hit any of them until we get a little closer. Generally, what you would do, so you have, like I said, you have two rooms. You have the Sancha side, you have the angel side. There is a ship on this side. I don't remember his name. It has been some time since I have run this. That will have a key, a gate key in it, or not necessarily a gate key, but when you destroy him, the gates unlock. You hear a noise, like a little unlock whooshing noise. But again, like I said, that Zivakoki's hacker card can let us avoid all of that. We can just instantly activate the room or the gate if we wanted. Let's see if we can just kind of maybe get these guys just to start moving toward us. There we go. Yeah, now they're starting to move toward us. There we go. They are, like I said, a long way off. We technically shouldn't even be hitting them, but I guess we are getting kind of lucky and getting those shots. There we go. Oh yeah, there we go. Now we're cooking. Getting a little closer. Nice 4 battleships. Now you only do need to go into one side of the mission. There's no reason. You do not have to go into both if you do not want to. So there is that. If you're just wanting the money from it, you can. Again, as you can see, the Angels are significantly less bounty than the Sancha. You got 4 battleships with Sancha. You only got 3 Angel battleships, and the most expensive one is 712,000. So very, very low on that end. You know what? What we'll do is we'll cycle this once, just so we get that extra bonus of attack speed, DPS, and then cycle time. And so there you go. You hear that gate. It also tells you the gate to the Sancha base is unlocked. We killed the Sentis Savage Lord is what unlocked that gate for us. So not bad. Pretty cool. Yeah. And one more cycle. We'll take out this guy, and then we'll activate the gate. Awesome. We got one more fast cycle shot just before it ended. Boom. There we go. All right. Now we can go in. I think it's the Saint or the War General, maybe? I don't know. I don't go into the Angel side anymore. I used to. Foolishly, I used to. So it's going to drop us 19 from the gate, but we're actually going to Bastion up, but we're going to go straight up. Activate this because we will get, yeah. Weapon disrupted, so let's get some distance between us and them. Because then we'll be 95 from the gate. By the time that cools down, we'll be able to use it again. And let's go ahead and lock those things that want to lock us. And some additionals. There we go. Very heavy DPS room. Lots of battleships in here. Hence why just going straight up is a good idea for what I wanted to do. Why am I not hitting all of a sudden? There we go. They're not moving toward me is why. They're moving sideways to me. These battleships do have quite a bit of tank, honestly. Like, yeah, we're, the damage is... They're blocking 45% of maximum damage, but kind of crazy. Like, they're still taking quite a bit. All right, all these tiny things, let's lock them up. Cruisers, frigates, anything like that. Let's go ahead and just start getting rid of them. Especially the frigates, the fiends, the cruisers, because they're the ones who've got tracking or weapon disruption. The beast lords. They were hitting us right when we jumped in for weapon disruption. And it being a battleship, they may be able to hit us a little further than the normal cruiser range. Oh, one more. And then we'll start taking the beast lord down. I do find it cool whenever you're like straight up and down attacking. You do have to kind of tilt yourself so you are looking down. But it just means everything has to fly up to you. Some people will be like, well, why didn't you just fly, like go straight and jump that way? Well, because if you know something about triangles, yes, the distance here, but if you go straight up and then back down, it's generally about the same somewhat distance as you would if you were taking the other route. Take out this Hellhound in just a second. There we go. And then everything else except for this Sancha Supervisor, which I believe is also a gate guy. Wow, it's a lot of battleships. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 battleships left. Wow. A decent amount of battleships in this. Oh, my bad. I accidentally hit the button. What I wanted to do is... So 2 1,500,712 and a 431. I find it funny that the Supervisor is the lowest amount. The one that's in charge of all these guys, and he's got the lowest bounty. And he's kind of stuck. Yeah, he's trying to fly around this base. There he goes. Now he's kind of turning and tilting to come up. A Nightmare battleship. Very cool looking Sancha battleship. I've never owned one. We'll deactivate that. Get a couple more cycles on this Plague Lord. And then we're gonna micro jump down to our gate. So Worlds Collide is 3 rooms if you want it to be. The first room you warp in. This one is number 2. There he goes. And then the third room, which we will jump into, and I will explain that one. It can be a little heavy if you're not prepared. Nothing that's unmanageable. So there you go. Now I'm right on top of the gate. Perfect timing. We'll actually swap to some conflag since he is so close. And we'll just melt him. Look at that, shield's almost gone in one shot. There goes the armor, part of the hull, and he's done. Crazy. Okay. So now, this next room. A lot of people will get in and be like, oh my gosh, and just immediately start moving. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go in. We're not going to move. So, coming up, puts you on an acceleration gate. There is a thing that you want. It is this damaged Huron right here. But before you do anything, this guy, this guy, this guy, that guy, and this guy are the only ones that are required to be destroyed in this room. They are right on top of you. They will start moving away because they are so close. They don't want to be this close. For them, it's not their optimal. It is Sancha, so you will, if you're in a laser boat, you will be doing some lower damage. But, so the phalanxes, these are going to go ahead and start moving away because they don't want to be that close. Generally, the battleships actually get pretty close in. But I think once they get just a little farther away, they'll turn and start doing kind of an orbit. Now, notice I've not moved at all. Taken out the battleships. Take out the warlords. Once we get them into armor, then they just melt. There we go. So if you don't move, you just kill the things that are around the Huron, the rest of this will just, it essentially kind of ignores you. I think if you pop drones, they will engage. But you're just wanting those, take those guys out, and you're done. What we will do is once he goes down, ooh, we are barely hitting him. There we go, there's a good hit. Tiny hit. Even tinier hit. Jeez. I guess we can tracking speed it since we're not hitting him. We are or we're not. There we go. Alright. Now, you can open the cargo and take the crew. And that's it. That's it. That's done. Now what you can do is you can either automatically just go back through the gate. You can kill these guys if you want. Again, it's angels, so they are worth significantly less. So not really worth it, honestly. Just, I'd be here another 15 minutes almost trying to take these guys down. If you activate the gate, notice how they're not doing anything. We have the peeps who we need. You activate the gate and go through. It will take you back to the beginning. Actually puts you right where you dropped in to start. And that is that. But we do not need to be here. We can actually leave. There's no reason to shoot these guys, no reason to go in that room. And like I said, if you kill just the ones around the damaged Huron, that's it. The rest ignore you and you can leave. I tend to do that. That's the blitzing method. I tend to always do that though, just because, again, angels, they are tanked against us, so it does take a little bit to take them out. And I don't want to be here for another 15 minutes trying to take them out. A full clear is not half bad on the mission. Probably take you about 45 minutes. But yeah, pretty straightforward. All right, location 0, warp 0. All right. Let's go ahead and dock. I don't need you. I need you. Complete. All right. Now, I don't know if this is the last mission for level 4s that we have besides the burners. I will have to pull up a list and see which ones we've got. If I hit request mission, what's it going to give us? Ritualist raids, which we have done. Very good mission, but we've already done that one. So I will see if there's any more, and we will see you in the next one.